So can we announce the good news or not yet? You think?
No, we can announce it, man.
We have
Another sponsor.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah! Fuck, this looks good. It feels more spacious in here for some weird reason.
Can you see that?
It was that dusty ass rug and the brand new sign that we got.
Slowly but surely, this place is taking shape.
Hey, we're making the space work. Huh?
We're making it work, man. We really are. So, guys, we return. Thank you as always. Joey K, Fun the God. He is going to leave us for 11 weeks.
11 whole weeks.
I don't know if we're going to see this guy again. Like, I'm actually nervous for you.
I ended up just working at an ice creamery cart in Italy.
In the penguin enclosure. How you feeling, man? Today was the last day of work, which to me, in the comments, let me know, right? These two are fucking crazy. You two remind me of, like, my parents. Like, they worked today, and you just go to Europe tomorrow for 11 weeks. If every holiday I've taken, I've told them to get fucked and I don't go in.
Yeah.
Like, at least like a week prior, bro. How was today?
The productivity, I might as well have stayed home today.
Exactly.
Like, I didn't do much.
There's no point.
Yeah.
Like,
but the funny thing was, I went to this site, did a bit, and I was planning on just like having a chill day there, but they sent me somewhere else to start a new little job that would take a day. And I had a hand there, but like, I worked overtime today, and I was like, I wasn't going to even work 8 hours today. I thought I'll have a half day to clock an 8.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I got to get somewhere else. It's an 8-hour day, and then I had to work overtime. But the last week though, I've just been floating at work, like being productive up until this week. But I think because like we're having so long off, I just wanted to like work right up until. But our flight is tomorrow at 9:30, so we got a whole day to kind of do the last little bits and pieces that we need to do. We've already packed. Well, we practiced packed, then we unpacked, but now we're going to pack again. Just because I didn't know how much we were going to fit and like how heavy it was.
But how much clothes do you need for 11 weeks for a female too?
I only got 15 kilos. She's got 12 and a half. And that was...
What?
That was kind of packing light. I would have liked to have more options. My worst fear, right? It sounds like such a female, but like having no options overseas rather than having no options at home, it's the same thing, right? But I feel like it's more stressful being like out of options overseas, I reckon, because you're like, you can just go to any, it's not like we're in fucking a third world country. There's like H&M, there'd be other stores, but for some reason, I don't want to be shopping. Like, I don't know. Some people like to buy clothes on holidays. I'm not very into that, but I can see how people would be that way inclined. Personally, I just spend it on like tours or activities or food. I don't really like shop much over there.
I get the packing thing because I do that for one day. Like, say I go one day, I'm like, what if we go out to dinner? I want like a jean type thing, but then what if it's too cold for that and I want fucking this instead?
Yeah.
So you always have to have like 3 of each thing, you know?
Yeah. But we did it. We packed pretty efficiently. But yeah, so now I think after that practice pack, we're pretty confident now. So I'm not really stressed.
Yeah. So I thought, Tori, you would have had like 7 bags.
I would like to have 7 bags, but I've only got 1 backpack. So, and Joey used all the space in his. So I was anticipating that I was going to have more room, but I feel like we packed quite a bit. Like I did pack like...
I was going to pack, is 14 pair of undies too much? Because I put...
Not for 11 weeks.
Yeah, 11 weeks, no. You probably need more than that.
I go, I need to get 5 more pairs of undies because I had 9. And she's like, 9's plenty.
Because we're going to wash them. Every place we're staying at is an Airbnb and has washing things. Like, why are you you're not shitting yourself 4 times a day and like re-wearing your same hoodie?
You might. What if you're on those hikes? You know the hikes when you don't know if it's moisture or shit, and you're like, you've been walking for ages. You're like, oh, do I?
Yeah. See, the Airbnb thing is smart because then yes, you can wash. So then you actually probably can pack lighter, but you're just going to be like re-wearing shit.
But the way I look at it, undies are so small; they take up so much. If I'm going to overpack something, overpack undies.
Yeah.
Why don't I want my balls to have a clean enclosure more often than not? Anyway.
Well, what about you, Tori? How was your last day of work?
It was good up until 4:45.
I feel like I got home and you were fine, and then within that hour I was home, you're like we're about to leave almost, and she's just getting like calls, close the door. You know it's important when like she puts on a headset and just
yeah. So at 4, I was like so chill. I was ready to put my out of office message on, and then at 4:51, someone in my team messages me and goes, "Can I call you?" And whenever somebody says, "Can I call you?" It's never ever good. And then they were like, yeah, this broker wants to talk to you. And I was like, I literally am 9 minutes from logging out and for 11 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I had to talk to them, and then that went for 20 minutes, and then I was already running over. So now I have to go back home and then do everything that I was supposed to do after that call.
You see,
That's
man,
okay.
this shit, I can't take it anymore. We should be doing this. We should be doing this all day. We should be sitting here all day. Fucking once a week, we record 10 episodes in one day. Fucking
agree.
indulge in the fucking content, motherfucker.
Yeah, man, share our
work
shit.
hard, bro.
God damn.
But I had a fuck day too, man. Fucking same shit. I finished work late because these motherfuckers make me travel around the fucking country getting all this dumb fucking coils that weigh fucking 200 kilos and shit. It's like fucking 350. I'm like, mate, I finish at 4. You fucking get me. It's always Wednesday too, and you finish at Wednesday. And yesterday, clean run home. Not a single car got home in fucking 5 minutes. Today, every Wednesday, was fucking traffic out the fucking wazoo. And where are these cunts coming from? I didn't even know there was this many cars in Penrith. Yeah. All of a sudden, they're all fucking here. Yesterday, fine.
And it's on pod day as well, so it's the worst.
That's what I'm saying. It's always Wednesday or Friday.
They're all rushing home to listen to the FireCast. They know we're recording, bro. Well, I'm going to be that guy. I had a great day at work. Work was smooth sailing, pretty chill, nothing crazy on my end. This week has been a bit of a crazy week, though, in general, just because of this fucking set on Saturday. I am still not even 100% ready for Saturday. I have changed my songs. I can't even tell you how many times the set has changed. Because I feel like the set finally gets solidified, and then I do the practice. I've got Mr. Meagley Dex, man. Shout out to him for letting me have these things for like a month. I do the run through, and then there's that one song that just sounds out of place, and my brain goes on a fucking spiral, and I go back on Record Box and I delete all the songs. I'm like, fucking starting. And Chloe's like, man, you need to fucking relax. I'm like, nah. I'm like, this needs to be fucking like spot on. But now I've got a nice fucking handful of songs. I'm excited. I still got to sort some things out, but I'm going to go to No Sites tomorrow.
I was going to say,
gonna do another
checking
practice.
with him what he's got, seeing if they sync up kind of thing.
Yeah, we've done one run through, but the first one, you don't even really count it. The first one is you show each other the songs, and then you both kind of go, oh shit, you're playing that. Oh, you're playing that. And then you kind of change everything. So tomorrow we'll do the proper run through, and then probably again get together either Saturday morning before the show or Friday night. We'll both be fine. It's just you have to practice. So because it's a back-to-back, he plays 3 songs and then I go. So I just need to know what his fucking last song is.
Yeah. So you kind of got to learn his kind of part of the set and
just
yours.
the last song, but
just the last song.
Just the last song. And then I can do whatever the fuck I want for fucking 5 minutes. And then he needs to know, though, what my last song is of that. So me and him are calling it blocks. So 3 songs each is called one block. So send me the last song of all your blocks. I don't care about the first song or the second song because I'm going to be just dancing around and shit. The last song, though, if this motherfucker's playing like something drum and bass 174 BPM and then I've got like a 140 BPM, it's going to sound fucked trying to do that mix. So we've got to kind of keep that. As long as we keep that in order, we're going to be fine. But other than that, I'm almost ready. I'm excited as fuck.
Is the final release sold out yet?
No, but we're almost sold out, which is fucking awesome. This is a special episode, man. By the time you're listening, they'll be in Europe. You'll have done the show already.
Yeah,
I'm sure it went fucking awesome. I'm sure you guys are. Where you going first?
London.
Sure, you'll be in London.
Are you staying in London?
Having some tea.
Yeah. How long?
5 days. 5 days.
It's always fucking rainy in London, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Always,
but, you enjoy it for what it is,
Big Ben, fucking.
Yeah.
What else is there? Fucking those cunts with the silly hats.
Yeah, fucking.
Buckingham Palace is there as well.
I'll try to go to a soccer game, but Tori's not really interested. So
You're already making us go to a $500 Harry Potter tour.
Yeah, and I want to drink butterbeer, man.
Where's that at?
That's in Oxford. Did you say
Oxford?
Where is it?
It's not in Oxford. It's at the Warner Brothers studio. It's
Where's
like
that?
it's like an hour from London.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, I mean, our friend. Didn't you go to the one in Japan?
No, I went to the one in...
He didn't go to Japan.
Oh, sorry, you didn't go to Japan.
I went to the one in America.
In Universal Studios.
At Universal Studios, yeah. What was that saying?
I've never been, obviously, but I don't know. It's always been a thing for me to go. I've always wanted to go.
I went to
It is cool.
Is that the only time you went with us, or you went with your mates?
No, we're with my friends.
Oh, because we went the first time when it was brand new with our parents, but it was so packed. We only went on the roller coaster. We didn't do anything else because there was people everywhere.
Yeah.
It had been open for it just opened. It was brand new,
true.
all young, but
Yeah.
that's my only experience there. But
Yeah.
yeah, sounds fun. I'm jealous of you too. I'm sure you're gonna kill your set, obviously. I'm just doing nothing. I'm just chilling. I'll be here, every week.
Couple things, guys. Also remember, if you need a water bottle, get a Hydro Grip. 10% goes to the Children's Hospital. That's my favorite part about the whole company and their views and their business model. So can we announce the good news or not yet? You think?
No, we can announce it, man.
We have
Another sponsor.
another sponsor.
Let me-
Two from two, baby. Sorry. 2 from 2, baby.
So more will be coming. Obviously, this is only brand new stuff. But shout out to the Creatine Lab. Go follow the Creatine Lab on Instagram. The Creatine Lab, man. They're the creatine specialists. All right, they got a great website. They just do creatine for now. It's a startup. Very cool company. Very on brand. The packaging looks sick. So we're teeing something up, man. Something special. They're gonna send us a couple jars. We'll try it.
Yeah, we'll read out the ingredients. Make sure they're not fucking serving you chinchilla fur or something.
This is perfect because I'm a huge creatine guy. I've had creatine for ages. I love it. It's so good for your brain. There's so much good news and positive things coming out every fucking week now about creatine. It's not just for your muscles. The stuff it does for your brain.
Yeah.
And for your mental acuity and shit. It's crazy. Everyone should be taking creatine. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So it'd be great to finally have these guys on board, and I can have a dedicated, because I normally just buy whatever creatine is cheapest, So we'll try it, and he told me, he's like, this shit, I've been taking it, man. It's really good, better than anything. Trust me, take it for a while and you'll see. I was like, all right, man, for sure. So shout out them, man. They look great.
Yeah.
Great company. Give them a follow.
Guys, I'm going to have the links
stuff.
underneath the Hydro Grip link. So, guys, check them out. And if you buy any of these things, let them know you're from the FireCast community. Share the love. We're all from this one little, group, which is exciting stuff. And, yeah, we're always looking for people to work with. So if you've got some type of business idea or you're trying to sell something and you're just kind of looking for a platform to share the news, fucking hit us up. We have fucking 10,000 listeners a week. Let's fucking share. Let's fucking
give or take.
At least.
So, so exciting stuff, man.
What up, Australia? If you've been following us on FireCast for a while, we love the Hydro Grip. This is my favorite bottle. I take this thing everywhere with me. It's a double wall stainless steel insulated bottle. This thing stays cold or hot for hours on end, man. I love this thing. I take it everywhere. It's got this magnet. You're in the gym, you touch your phone to it, boom, film your reps, post it on your Instagram, show all your followers. 10% of all sales goes to the Sydney Children's Hospital. So you're supporting a good cause. Check them out. Let them know you came from the FireCast. Sheesh.
So that then takes us to... Wait, are we not doing...
Community corner, I
corner.
guess. But I don't know if we even have any community fucking corners. I haven't checked this.
No,
thing
I
in a
mean
while.
before. Reddit afterwards? Do we do Reddit or no?
We're doing the quiz today.
Oh,
Man of the week.
Okay, Man of the Week it is.
We got... all right. I'm just...
Tori put something together real quick before the.
There's
before
two,
the pod.
there's two anonymous things. This one says, "Hey boys, love your pod. Got a bit of a weird one and needing some input. I met a girl on a night out. She's hot as, and we were vibing and went home together. And since then, I've continued to see her. Long story short, she's my cousin. I didn't know. Is it bad if I still see her?"
I thought we were going to get a real question.
So
there, and
did I.
thought,
I didn't
wow.
proofread. I just
thought
read.
This is our first advice.
Okay, I know
Yeah.
it's okay. Well,
Well, Kanye did it. So.
yeah, I was gonna say. Let's imagine it's real though.
No.
I thought for a second we were going getting somewhere. I was like, yes, we finally got asked advice.
Is it first cousin or second
Yeah,
cousin?
as long as the first cousin is attractive, then maybe.
The second one says, let's see what this is.
Does that mean? Would you have fucked up kids? If you,
Yeah,
Yes.
bro, that's how inbredism starts.
No, but I thought, isn't there a spectrum of inbredism?
No,
is there a
man.
spectrum where it's like brother and sister, definitely, right? But cousin, is there a slight chance that you
No,
could?
I'm pretty sure it's even up to third cousin,
I
bro.
think you can do cousin.
I'm just
bro.
asking for a friend.
Here we-
It's legal in a lot of places, right? Your cousin.
Inbreeding, which is the mating of closely related individuals, works by increasing the likelihood that that offspring inherit 2 copies of the same gene from a common ancestor.
Does it include?
Yeah, but how far
cousin?
removed is it?
Yeah.
Cousin? Is first cousin? How likely kids retarded from first cousin?
How do I fuck a family member that doesn't seem so bad? I just want to see. That's all. I just want to check what the boundaries are within the family.
What's my boundary?
The likelihood, the increased chance of inherited genetic condition, so like a mutation, is higher when first cousins marry compared to unrelated individuals. The increased risk is only about 2 to 4%.
There you go.
That's good
There
odds.
we go.
That's good
Okay,
odds.
I'll call my cousin. Tell
The next one, you got a lot to choose from, I'm sure.
it's like the fucked up Hugh Hefner.
The next one, last one says, as Mother's Day approaches, what's one important lesson your mother taught you that still sticks with you today? What do you appreciate about your mother?
That's a beautiful question. Whoever wrote that, well done.
Probably our
It
mother.
was probably mum. Yeah.
Maybe not, though. I don't know. Feel like that wasn't how mum types. So
Yeah, it's not mum's. That's way too smart for
Chat
mum.
GPT. Use Chat GPT to ask her.
yeah, this is a good question.
Probably.
Oh, I got a good one.
My
Was
one's
it a good quote? Was it a good quote?
Just a good life lesson.
Good laugh.
Mine probably is like the thick skin. I reckon.
Yeah, that's
It's like
a good one.
mum's fucking ruthless, bro. Like so. And again, most people probably like disagree with that kind of style of parenting. And it wasn't like she was doing it on purpose either. It's just how my family is. And so like I enter high school already like I said this before on the show, I'm pretty sure. I've gone to high school like already with like armor on. Like I'm already like any type of insult or joke someone could say to me, my mum or my family have said it to me first. You know what I'm saying? Which is a weird as fuck concept for most people to probably grasp. But like, I don't know. It's just, if you're my friend, right, you know I love bantering. And sometimes me and the boys, especially me and my close boys, man, we banter fucking hard. Like to the point where if you're not in the group, you're probably like, fuck, these guys like hate each other. But that's out. But I get that from my fucking mother. So I don't know. I guess
Basically, she abused you so much.
yeah.
As a kid, she
basically, yeah.
I'm joking.
No, but that in itself, and that wasn't even a life lesson she tried to teach me. That's just something that I just picked up on as I got older. I was like, oh,
Yeah, that's the thing. My mum's never sat me down and said,
Yeah.
"Hey, son, this is like," but through actions and shit, I guess, without
Yeah.
really saying much. I mean, I guess my mum taught me like, I don't know. This sounds so shallow, but like, I feel like well, it's not really, but just like how important domesticated sounds like I'm generalizing with women, but like she's always held down the fort, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just
Tough.
and then even like still working, whether it's cooking, whether it's this, whether it's that, it's like she maybe has instilled a bit of that into me, or at least showed me that's like a way to go. But I don't know. I struggle to think of the top of my head any other life lessons. You know what I mean?
Well, same thing. Like, mum never really sat me down and said this.
Yeah.
But like, one thing I've always said that
With
I've
great
found
power comes great.
that
Yeah.
I've found, especially around like a lot of Aussie families, because I think it's partly to do with our background, right? But like, I've always said, if it was what my family and my mum told me, if it's in the fridge, it's there to eat. If it's in the pantry, it's there to eat. But then like, I'd be living like with my Mrs. family, or like going to my mate's house and shit, and there's like, this is fucking Jacob's water, and this is fucking
yeah, bro, yeah, white girl over here laughing. She's like, yeah,
and it's the same thing. I've said this, which always on holiday too, especially like our auntie and stuff. We go on family holidays. It's never made us think about money. Money's never been an object. It's always been like, you want it, you buy it. We're on holiday. Like, it's just have fun, live your life, and even not even on holiday. Just our parents have always made sure that we've had everything we needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and like, yeah, I feel like everything's to share. Everything's for the family. It's there in the fridge. You can have it. If it's there in the pantry, you have it. There's no fucking my chocolate, your chocolate. If it's there and you can see it,
yeah.
you eat it. If it's yours and you really want to keep it, put it under your fucking pillow, put it somewhere else. But if it's in the fridge, in the pantry,
No.
Why did you laugh so hard there? What's your household?
Because I swear I've literally said to Joe before, if you know it's not fucking yours, don't touch it. I come from that household though. Like,
a lot of Aussies do though.
Yeah.
I come from free for all, to be honest. Do you
Yeah.
know how many times as a kid I was eyeing out the salt meeting of chips, but I was gaming, and I was like, oh, I don't want to have chips while I'm gaming. I'll wait till I watch a movie tonight or something because I don't have to touch anything. And then I'll get there, and then
They're gone.
No,
Yeah.
and not just gone. They've rolled them up to the point where, do you know how there's a bit in there, but it's the crumbs? Yeah. And then they've rolled it up and then put the sandwich, the bag thing on it, like the clip. And then I'm just like, it's just the remnants. And I'm like,
You'd rather it be gone.
yeah.
Nah, I also agree with that because, again, we come from that background. But then when I get with my girlfriend, she's Australian. Yeah. Bro, the first couple times I'd stayed there, we'd just be chilling and all you hear is someone go, who ate my fucking chips? Oh, what the fuck's going on here? Like, and I'm like, holy shit! But yeah, like for us, it was whatever's there, you just fucking have it.
You go to take one of the chips and there's a laser dot, like a sniper on your forehead.
Yeah. But again, yeah, it's just I think it's an Aussie thing.
I've literally never heard it once in our family, man. It's like, and I feel like it's that Latino thing. I feel like most Latino cultures like very family orientated. Like the food, just if it's there, man, just eat it. Like, you know.
Yeah, interesting, man. Interesting. I just love
Well,
how you started cracking up. You're like,
It's like I'm feeling attacked.
Well, that's it for the community corner.
all right,
Beautiful.
That then takes us to man of the penis. Tori, if you want to open that top drawer, please. I think I've got the little fucking another top one. I think I've got the blow torches in there.
Before we start this, just a quick word from our sponsor who just responded to me live just now. We've got some points for you about our new friends here. They are proudly made and owned in Australia, which has some of the strictest standards in the world with supplements and things. So you know you're getting that good stuff. Years of background experience in the supplement industry. So these aren't fucking brand new cats, man. They've been around for a while. They know what they're doing. Highest grade and quality of creatine with noticeable differences when comparing against other brands, which I'm keen to try out for myself. Fresh new company with no ties to specific suppliers or requirements, which allows heavy focus on purely creatine and maintaining the best quality. Plans to grow with full range of flavored creatines, more types of creatines, gummies, capsules, and sachets in the near future. One-stop shop for everything creatine. Consistently researching and educating consumers about creatine and its usage, always supporting positivity and health. So that sounds like us, man.
That is
right
awesome.
up our alley. I'm glad that it's a mainly creatine focus. Like, that's so cool. Like, and they'll dip into the gummies and the sachets.
Can't believe let's get a FireCast flavor happening. You never know, man. We got, we got a Hydro Grip FireCast bottle.
Yeah,
the nice
we're
black
talking.
on black, sleep black with the
We're
little
talking.
phoenix, bro. This is exciting times, man. Ooh.
Let's go.
Vamonos. So check them out, man.
Check them out. I'm going to have all the links below, guys. Thank you for jumping on
Creatine
board.
Lab.
Creatine Lab, Hydro Grip. Shout out to you guys, man. I love this shit. Yeah, let's keep this shit going, man. And remember, guys, if you purchase anything from any of these companies, let them know you come from the FireCast community to let them know that we are helping push their businesses out there. I love that already. Hydro Grip helps Australian kids by donating 10% of their profits. Creatine Lab is made and bred in Australia. I love that shit, bro. I'm all for helping Australian businesses and helping, Aussie kids. I love that shit, bro. I love that shit. So thank you guys very much.
All right. Let's see who gets man of the week.
So I won last time. Very surprising shock. There was not a lot of faith in me.
What was that last time?
That was the science one.
Oh, yeah, you won the science. Yeah.
Yeah, it was science.
Joey won the female anatomy one.
Yeah.
And Dylan won the political one.
The geography.
But you've won two, though, haven't you? You've won two, you've won one, I've won one. Yeah. There was a random one, and then there was a geography one, which you...
Yeah, Dylan won by a landslide for that one.
Yeah, that was fucking...
You guys only got 1 point each.
The man of the week this week, we have to have a twerk off.
So we actually
That's the man of the week.
haven't heard what this topic even is yet.
Yeah.
Tori's got a
Tori,
surprise
take it away,
in the
Tori.
bag.
Well, I wanted to make it related to Joey and I leaving. So I wanted to do it like travel related.
Geography.
But no, when I Googled travel related, a lot of them that did come up were geography. And I was like, we've already fucking done this. So some of them might be geography related, but some of them are not. And I don't think you'll know some of these, Dylan.
Probably not.
I love how
So-
she's only surprised if Dylan doesn't know. Asshole, eh?
Fucking hell. All right.
Check out this jumper, by the way. You guys remember this?
That is a really good jumper.
FireCast
Yeah.
100, baby.
Mine never came. I ordered one, never came.
What?
Bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Bullshit.
I ordered one ages ago when you first.
Why didn't you say?
Why didn't
I
you
just-
say anything?
I know, I just gave up on it.
That's right. I remember that.
Do you remember?
Bullshit.
Yeah, it never came.
We have one unhappy customer and he's on the panel.
Yeah.
I know he doesn't say anything. You should
why
have
wouldn't
said
you say
something.
we could have got it?
I would have emailed them and
we
said,
would've got
"Hey."
it. That's
Yeah,
what-
probably.
They missed it. You didn't get your money back, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you got one of the. Was there a limited edition?
That one was limited.
Oh,
edition.
That
that's
one.
the Yeah.
Well, we got to find out what happened there.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll find out.
That's so.
I love how you only just say something
know, what
now.
the hell, bro?
Because I hadn't seen that jumper in ages. So you just reminded
Beep
me.
that bit. Beep.
Yeah, beep
And
that,
Joey's
beep
jumper
that.
fits in perfectly.
Shame you left it at home.
All right, you guys know the rules. Tori's going to read the questions. She's going to let us know if it's multiple choice. We've got to blow this fucking sucky thing. If you're incorrect, it goes to the next two people. And then the last person can have a go at it. And if not, no one gets a point.
None of these are multiple choice.
Ooh,
So
okay.
I thought
All right.
I'd make it a little tricky.
we
None
go.
of them. Okay. First one. What was the most visited city in the world in 2022?
Rome.
No.
Oh,
City.
Yeah. The most visited city in the world in 2022.
I feel like I know it. I feel like I fucked up.
Oh, Siri.
Oh, I thought that was him blowing on the thing. Went,
The most busiest city in 2022, you say?
no,
He's like
Shanghai, busiest.
Busy, no, busy, the busiest.
visited.
Oh, the
Visited.
most visited. The most visited city would have been fucking definitely like
3, 2,
New York. I don't know why I said New
1.
York.
Wrong.
I feel like I know it too now.
Venice.
Wrong.
Can I Paris?
But does he get a point? Or does he get a point?
See,
What was it, Paris?
It was Paris.
Really?
See?
Yeah.
People still going with that shithole.
Well, that was
That's
in
crazy.
2022. Yeah, I know, right, though.
That's crazy. Are you going to Paris?
No. Oh, south of France, but not Paris.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get
okay.
robbed in Paris.
Okay, ready? In what century was the Taj Mahal built?
These are hard.
Well, I always get confused what we're in now. This is a
Was it built in
21st, right?
2020?
So it was built.
2020.
I'm gonna
Stop.
say
You shouldn't do that.
centuries every 100 years, right? So
Century.
19th.
19th century?
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Fuck.
17th century.
Yes.
Oh, let's go, baby.
Okay,
Very
17th century.
Dylan, 19th century. You thought it was more of the 1900s. Upon reflection.
Not so smart now.
Wait a minute.
Is he?
So this is 21st century, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's 2020.
Yeah, we're 21st.
Oh, good point.
So
Hold
I
on.
thought.
Wait, what century
I thought
are we
18.
in?
I was trying to go for 1800s. Is what I was trying to go for.
What century are we in?
Don't try to correct this. He made a mistake.
Yeah.
People, DZ makes errors, okay?
He is not a robot.
He's not a robot yet.
The 21st century began. We're in the 21st century. The 21st
Yeah, right.
century began on January 1st, 2001. Did
So-
we have a 20th century?
So yeah,
2001, yeah.
Yeah, it was the turn of the 20th century.
Yeah, that's right. I never thought the world was going to
So
end.
the
and
20th
shit.
century was the 90s, like from,
so
from
misleading, though.
1900s. That's what I'm saying. So what
Sorry,
did I say?
You said the 1900s.
Yeah, you said 1900s.
No, I said 19th century,
Yes.
which is the 1800s, right?
No, you're still incorrect, though.
Yes, but yes, Dylan, to answer your question, you are incorrect, but that is yes, 1801.
You can't
to-
be incorrectly correct.
So I get the point then.
This is a big spiel just to try and win his fucking point back.
I just confused
Bastard.
myself.
But I do get what you mean because I've always thought 17th century, 1700s,
Same.
18th. That's what I thought.
So what's the first century then? What year is that? Year 1?
That was
year 10.
before Christ.
Hola.
Salut.
1 AD.
1 AD.
The
So
first-
1 year after Christ's death.
The
So
f-
when Jesus died.
Yeah, the first century comprises the years of AD 1 to AD 100.
So when was the 17th century then?
17th century.
That is cap, bro. 1 AD.
I-
Who was alive to
Right.
record that?
You seen that movie
No
Year
one.
1? Year 1.
Yeah,
That's so
That's
funny.
so good,
That's
man.
such a good movie. Yeah,
The 17th century was actually the 1600s.
Yeah.
yeah
you
so
knew
it's
that.
one above.
Yeah, one above.
That's so
one above.
stupid.
That's dumb.
Yeah, that's
All right, still, either way, I'm right.
All right. Can we continue?
Yep.
Go on.
So 1 point so far, and that's been assigned to Joey. What is the tallest building in the world,
Burj Khalifa
and where is it located?
in Dubai. It's about to be the Jeddah Tower though in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
1-1.
Didn't even get to finish that. Okay. The word safari means what in Swahili? Oh, that was
close, huh?
really close.
Give it to Joey because I don't even know. I was just gonna guess.
I've never.
It means
3.
jungle.
No.
I feel like it's something to do with sight, right?
Yeah.
So like to see.
No.
or not to see.
To safari?
Safari has to mean
Blood
sanctuary.
No, but good guesses, guys. It actually means journey.
I promise.
You said jungle, you
Yeah.
said sanctuary. It's
Yeah,
kind like,
you were kind of on the right path, though. It was like
Yeah.
you're going to something. Like
you all were on the
Yeah.
right path.
Yeah, that was our
should all
best
get a
guesses
half
yet.
point.
That was our best
No.
guesses yet.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
collaborative
Yeah.
effort.
No.
All right, next one.
collaborative. We collaboratively got it wrong still.
Literally, yeah.
Okay. Which is the only one of the traditional 7 ancient wonders of the world the archaeologists have been unable to locate?
Oh,
Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
Yeah.
I was going to say Genghis Khan's tomb.
You know, no one knows where he's built because
Yeah, 'cause they killed
they
themselves
buried it.
afterwards,
Yeah,
yeah.
the people who buried him, he ordered that they get killed, and then the people that killed them, they ordered that they get killed as well.
God, how stupid! Like, just stop the. Just can't you be the one to go? I would definitely be the one that goes.
Like,
"Do
you
we
go
have to
first."
do this? Yeah,
And you're on
come
the
on,
run
guys.
for ages.
Yeah.
That is fucked. Genghis Khangino.
What fucking century is that cunt from?
He gave half the world fucking AIDS, didn't he?
Yeah, he wasn't buried because he cummed in that many people,
Yeah.
but his fucking genes just got spread amongst millions of people.
They think he was born on the 31st of May, 1162.
1162.
What the fuck, bro?
He lived until 1173, probably.
I'm telling you, that's crazy.
He died
He died old, didn't he?
65 years old
Yeah,
at
it's pretty old back
That's
then.
old back then.
1227.
And he was Asian.
Didn't
Nah,
he have like 1,000 kids or something?
Well,
Yeah,
but
they
not-
say I don't know how true this.
His partners weren't necessarily consensual. you know what I mean?
Apparently, his DNA's in like 10% of the population or
Yeah.
something.
That's actually fucked. Yeah. So he was this. That's actually fucked. So from the moment he opened his eyes, he was rooting.
Gangbang Genghis Khan.
Yeah, literally. That's what the
Gang
homies called
Bangus
him.
Khan. Gang Bangus Khan. That guy fathered so many children. Illegitimately, it's crazy.
Gangbangers.
Okay, anyway. All right, listen.
So much semen. Go.
Which is older, the London Tower Bridge or New York Brooklyn Bridge? That was
New York, Brooklyn.
Yes.
Yeah!
no.
1-1-1.
No, Dylan's got 2.
What?
Yeah.
What, with gangbangers?
Yeah. The tallest tower.
With gangbangers.
Did ya?
I said the tallest tower.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah,
I reckon I should get a point for coming out with gangbangers Khan.
No,
Anyway,
this is
go.
neck and neck, though. This is good.
Yeah, this is a good
Let's
one.
go.
Okay. Which Australian state is renowned for its lavender farm?
Canberra.
No.
Oh, that's a wonky ass one, but that was me.
way to-
Lavender Farms
Yeah, wait.
is fucking Victoria.
No.
That's the wine. Damn it.
So it's not Canberra, it's not Victoria, South Australia.
No.
What the hell?
Tasmania. Have you guys not
those fucking backwards
They must be asleep all the time.
seen? God.
Talking about inbred, aren't they all inbred there? I'm joking. Wasn't that a thing where it's like you think when you're younger, when you were growing up, did you ever got told that everyone just fucked
Yeah.
each other on Tasmania?
It's because it's such an isolated island.
Yeah.
No, there was incest in Tasmania.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Well, I mean,
that actually
there's-
was.
How many? What's the population though? Like,
There was
12.
There was a cult clan incest case with 5 generations of incest. Oh no, sorry, that was New South Wales.
oh shit.
But
Yeah, true. Beep that. me just outing your address.
Chloe's head popped around the corner that quick.
okay, make sure you
Lucky we edited. Lucky this is the reason it's not live, people.
Yeah, if it was
Yeah.
live, we'd be
Take a
fucking
mental
swatted and
note.
shit.
All right, let's go.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
dipping
remember.
in. I'm dipping in, boys.
Oh, the cappy.
Oh, I forgot about
Why?
that.
Nobody asked you to.
Oh no, you don't need to. I felt it. Wait.
Don't do what this peanut did and blow it all over the fucking. Have they gotten worse?
Stop doing it.
Oh, it feels so good. Oh God. Why does that hurt so
Go,
good?
ask the question while he's out.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing that literally hurts so good.
All right, ready?
Go.
Ooh, I can smell it.
Go. Oh shit.
What percentage of flights are delayed per day?
About, I'd say like 8.
8%?
Yeah.
Wrong.
Fuck. That was dumb.
75.
What?
Whoa.
2%.
You're all wrong.
All right, ready? 43.
They're always delayed.
43.
Wrong.
7, 11, 12, 41.
I'm
76,
high off the
51.
smelling salts. I'm like, 43. Okay.
What is the answer?
What is it?
20%.
Wow, that's actually kind of fucked.
Yeah. But not really when you think of all the flights. I said 8 and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? 8. Actually, 8 wasn't that far off. 12% off.
Okay. Anyway, approximately how much money is thrown into Rome's Trevi Fountain each day?
Ooh.
In euros.
That's a good question.
30,000 euros.
Fucking hell, man. They're all broke, man. They're throwing like 5 cents and shit in there.
600 euro.
Yeah.
The tourists.
Incorrect, Dylan.
Looking at me.
30,000
I'm thinking about like
a day.
like average. If I had to say at the top of my head, like
So
maybe
say
like,
it.
I think like
Hurry
like
up.
11. I mean like 12,000 euro.
Wrong.
No, it's probably like,
I bet you I'm not far off. It'd be
Nah.
heaps. So it's more than you
I
think,
reckon
probably.
2,000.
You're wrong, but you're the closest.
Oh.
3,000 euros.
Yeah, actually, who do we think we are saying?
That's about $6,000 a day. That's a lot of money in
God,
coins.
that fountain earns more than probably how many of that population?
Yeah,
Well,
I know.
that's a day. That earns more than us.
That's crazy.
Not a week. It's a day.
Oh, a
Six-
day.
six-
Okay, so that
6,000 a
fountain's like,
day.
yeah, that fountain's stunting on everyone.
So you're,
working right
hold
now.
on a second. You're telling me that someone hasn't come up with the idea when everyone goes to bed
To get a
just-
snorkel and just
or
collect
do
the
they
cash.
empty it every
It's
day?
guarded, I'm sure.
They empty
Empty
it.
it. And the Pope gets it. Pope wipes his ass. Well, not anymore. God rest his soul, but
I said 30,000. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was going to say, what
Yeah,
the
it is
fuck
crazy.
30,000 euro.
All right, come on.
you can't revel in your losses. DZ wants to move on if DZ's wrong.
That was stupid. That was a stupid answer.
In which country are cows seen as sacred?
Oh, that's everyone.
That was me for sure.
That was Dylan. I was-
India.
Yes.
Oh!
Were you guys
I was
going to
say India.
I was gonna say New Zealand. I'm kind of glad that this. Okay, thank God.
I can just picture an Indian man sucking on the teat of a cow just to get milk.
Is that 3-1-1?
Correct.
Okay.
We've got 5 questions.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. In which country is the thumbs up gesture considered an insult?
Oh,
Um,
I know this.
China?
No.
Japan.
No.
German.
No.
Korea?
No.
North Korea?
No. Mongolia?
No.
Fucking Sweden.
Iran.
Iran. I was going to say an Arab country, but yeah.
Why were you going to say an Arab country?
Get down!
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of that's goal, it was like, kaboom.
India's trains transport how many passengers per day?
Oh, see, now this is a crazy answer.
Can I guess?
Do we want to do like on the dot, or do we want to do closest to? 'Cause-
Closest to.
Okay, let's
I'd
do
say
closest to. Yeah,
Closest to a day, I'd say 4.5 million.
Okay, wrong.
Well, he should get a point for the fountain thing then, if we're going to do this.
No, just go from.
No, fuck him.
Go for it now. That's fine. Go for it now.
I'm going to say,
Good play. Good team. Play.
Yeah.
it's got to be, I think Japan's in a million. It's got to be 1 million.
1 million. What did you say, Joey?
4.5.
And Iggy?
India, there's 1 billion of those fuckers. So, train
The train's in the whole country, right?
and
Oh, it's more than a
and they
million.
cram a lot. Yeah, so it has to
It's more than a million.
it has to say 3.5 million.
Joey's the closest to, but these are all off. It's 23 million.
23.
Wow.
How much did you say?
4.5.
These are way off.
But how many of those people don't shit on the train? That's what I want to know.
Have you seen the YouTube videos of that shit?
yeah,
Yeah.
where they all
Cram
are
it.
holding on to the
Yeah.
sides.
Imagine that. Like, I remember used to catch the train home from my job in the city, like as an apprentice. And Tori, when you go to the city once a week, she's on the train. Imagine, like, I've had to stand up before or like sit on but imagine having to be touching.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
20 million other people.
And like, I would never grab the railings like this. I would always grab, like, put my shirt over my thing. Or I would never grab it like the railing. Imagine grabbing that.
At least we don't have like the subways in New York, man. You've seen this shit in the going. There's always fucking crazy ass shit going on.
Rats
in
and
the subways.
shit, all
Like, just
fucking
weird people. Like
Rats and shit on the train, yeah.
people setting people on fire and shit. And fucking,
Okay, 3 more.
Let's go.
rats going for a fucking job interview, catching the subway. Okay.
Egg and Bacon Bay is in which Australian state?
Egg and Bacon Bay, you said? I love how I double check. I don't fucking know, okay? Shit. I'd say fucking Byron Bay.
Which state? You
Oh, state.
dickhead?
Gone.
Queensland.
that's not a bad guess. I'm gonna say Western Australia though. Fuck.
I was going to say WA, so because you took my answer, Northern Territory.
No,
It's Queensland, right?
it's Tasmania.
No, fucking
Again
hell,
with the-
Tasmania.
I don't like the attitude Tori has right now. The way
Yeah,
she
the
called me
trick-
dickhead, I didn't like it.
Wait, when did I call you dickhead?
I don't know. I just like to make it worse for you.
Okay.
Beep, I'm going to add that bit in. Oh, you bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, second last one. What president lies in the largest mausoleum in North America? I bullshit that question, sorry.
Mausoleum.
Mausoleum.
What president lies in the
Mausoleum.
biggest mausoleum? You didn't say American president. North America. I'm gonna say. Fuck, I don't know, man. Fuck.
This is a hard one. I didn't. Yeah.
Which president?
Can we get a hint? Is it what country? Is it American president? Is this a trick question? Is it a Mexican president?
Hold on, let me check.
I'm sure it's an American president, right?
Well, North America's got a lot of countries.
Oh, North America.
Could be Canada, could be America, could be Mexico.
Yeah, he was the president of the United States.
Okay, American. I'm gonna say
In the 1800s, he was born.
he was born in 1800s.
Abraham Lincoln.
No, it's got to be
If you got this,
FDR.
no.
Who's FDR?
Franklin D. Roosevelt. Wasn't he born in? He would have been born. He was the World War II president. So yeah, he would have been in the 1800s.
If I show you a photo, do you reckon you'd know?
Yeah, I would know 100%.
Do either of you want to have a go? None of you get the point because none of you got it right. But I want to know if Dylan would be able to.
Well, they haven't guessed yet.
yeah.
Donald J. Trump.
He's not even dead yet.
Is it a president? Is it fucking Hoover? No.
I'd say Nixon because he was the only other guy I
I
know.
don't think it'd be Nixon.
Who is it?
It's got to be
Hold on.
JFK.
No, you. I don't think you'll know them. This guy.
Let me see.
Oh, who the fuck
eyes-
is that?
oh,
He looks
that's-
like the
oh,
most. He looks like the fucking. He looks like so underwhelming.
Andrew.
Andrew fucking
I don't
sit on
know.
your mum's face.
Ulysses.
Oh, Ulysses
Okay,
S.
yeah.
Grant.
Yes.
Ah, who the fuck is he?
Well, Dylan knew who he
Why
was.
is he
Who?
in the
What?
biggest mausoleum?
I don't know. It's just where he's buried.
What did he do? Something special?
Oh, what is he most famous for?
His mutton chop.
He's the Union general who led the United States to victory over the Confederate States of America during the American Civil War.
So he fought
Wow.
against he fought against racism.
He won against
Civil
the
War
slaves. Yeah.
president.
But is that against racism? The Confederate
Well,
Yeah,
not-
the
no,
slaves.
Not really, yeah.
Yes,
I
the
guess.
Confederate War was the Civil War was for the slaves.
for the slaves.
So
they fought-
the northern no, I think the southern states wanted to keep slavery,
Of course, yeah,
and the
yeah.
northerns were like, no, we want to get rid of it. They went to. Is that not crazy? They went to war over it because they didn't want to give up their slaves. I
Yeah.
think insane.
What's even funny is like the Democrats wanted to keep the slaves and the Republicans didn't want the slaves.
That's crazy.
Yeah, which is wild because you wouldn't think that. Yeah.
That is
Can I
crazy.
just add? He was a two-term president, but he is typically dismissed as weak and ineffective, and historians have often ranked him and his presidency near the bottom in American history.
Wow.
So that mausoleum for nothing, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Okay. Very, very last question. You've got Iggy on 1, Dylan on 3, and Joey on 2.
Okay, this
One,
is for
2, 3.
dignity.
Well, no, you could tie.
Where are the cliffs of Moher located?
Ireland.
Yeah. Fuck, now I need to do it.
You need to do a tiebreaker. Yeah.
You fucking know nothing, you fucking
Yeah.
dumb cunt.
So
Well-
wait, I thought Iggy was on 2 and Joey was on 1. Joey was on
Joey's
2.
on
Oh,
2.
okay. So now we're both tied.
Yep. So we need a tiebreaker question for man of the
tiebreak
week.
travel.
I've got
Question.
one woman of the week, one man of the week.
Yeah.
I might make one non-binary of the week.
How many meals can you take on a plane? How many meals of liquid? I don't know. The
In your
answer.
bladder?
50.
That's a travel question.
Do you want me to do that?
No, don't do that.
I just was going to do the first one that popped up here.
What is it?
In what country would you find Iceberg Alley?
That was Dylan.
What the fuck? Iceberg Alley.
Come on,
It's got to be a country with no icebergs. I betcha. I'm gonna say what country?
Oh, country. Easy. That's easy.
Iceberg Alley, Germany.
Come on.
No.
Fucking hell.
I don't even know if it's a country. Okay.
3.
No, hey. Norway.
No.
What is it? So we're still tied.
Greenland.
Oh, I was gonna say that, bro. I
Next
thought.
question.
Uh,
Come on, one
I
more.
thought it was too obvious.
This is the last man of the week for 11 fucking weeks. Who's going to win
Right, I need
second
smelling
place?
salts. I need smelling salts before this.
Second place.
DZ, you got to have smelling salts before.
Yeah, all right. We'll be debilitated.
Yeah, can we find the smelling salts sponsor as well? Because then we have creatine, a bottle, and then smelling salt. It's that goes hand in hand.
Go.
I'm trying to find one that.
Give me the fucking lid. That is foul.
Have a hit. Quick,
No
quick.
fucking way. Last time it gave me a fucking headache too. Smelling salts. Would it be good for running? Probably.
For the first 20 seconds. And after that, you're like,
Okay. I know this is random. South Africa has the most capital cities in anywhere in the world. How many do they have?
3.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
wow.
Johannesburg, Petra or Peter or whatever it's called, Pretoria,
It's a cool name.
Johannesburg, Pretoria, and Cape Town.
Pretoria, Cape Town.
No
Okay,
way.
at the end of the
if
day,
it's
he was-
Johannesburg, no way.
No, it's not Johannesburg.
Ah, shit.
It's Bloemfontein.
Okay,
That
so
was pretty good guesses.
God
Pretoria,
damn.
I'm surprised I
They were
remembered
good questions,
Yeah.
man.
So Dylan wins.
Thank
Nice.
you, everybody.
well done.
Hold on.
Good job, boys.
Hide the
Joey,
medal.
that was closer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hide the medal for a
back at the
second,
end.
Dylan. Let's do a...
News you can trust. The news you can trust. Only believe what we say.
Yes, we return for another week of news. Who wants to start this off? Because
Joey,
there's a few crazy things.
man?
It only took 24 hours for people to start gambling on who they thought would replace the Pope after his death, and the amount is already at $4.5 million. The current favorite to become the new Pope is Italian Pietro Parolin, with a Filipino cardinal, Luis Antonio Tagle. Apparently, this whole betting, it's not even new. When Pope Francis was hospitalized back in February, bets whether he would die or and who would be the next Pope was trending. And I can't believe this isn't already like on a show or something. But like maybe it was companies already have been offering bets on sensitive events like this as well. Like when the Titan submersible was happening, they bet on whether it would be found or not. When the LA fires were going down, they made bets if like how much was burnt by LA fires, and even they were betting if the US would take over Gaza. Right,
Wow.
so companies were offering bets.
What betting
Yeah, what
people are doing?
companies?
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of.
Where do you bet? How
I
do
don't
you
know
bet on
what
this
companies.
Because I'm signing up.
But companies apparently were doing bets like this, but we've actually been doing this for like a long time. Because even back in the Middle Ages, right, when we were peasants, Pope Gregory, right, had to pass a law threatening excommunication because people were gambling on who would become the next pope, all the way back in 1591. So people have been betting before there was sports bet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah,
people
yeah.
are like throwing dice and like going
Dude.
like, oh, who's gonna, or like I don't know, trading their fucking sister for a goat or whatever the fuck they're doing. Like
us humans, bro, we are degenerate gambling pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And we have been forever and we will be forever.
Yeah.
There's no ifs or
one's
buts
safe.
about it.
No
Yeah.
one's safe. Like
Nah.
the Pope just died, and they're already like, who's gonna who bets on who's gonna be next? You know?
Yeah.
I don't know who, like, I don't know how they even like come up with that decision. on
Are
who's
they
next.
actually paying out the odds and shit though? Because some of these are kind of vague. Like, what percentage was burnt by the California fires? Like, how did you like? When does that get paid out? Like, when do they determine this is the end? So the result is this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because you said another thing that was kind of like ongoing. Oh, will the US take over Gaza? Like, until when?
Yeah.
Like, in the next 100 years, will they take over Gaza or what? You know what I'm saying? How do they?
I know there was graphs at what I was looking at, but I didn't go into it in that much depth. But
It's I don't know if it's actual paying out. It's on a website called Polymarket, which is an online prediction market. Has odds for who will be the next pope with $3 million in bets.
What the fuck?
Polymarket is the world's largest prediction market, allowing you to stay informed and profit from your knowledge by betting on future events.
Oh,
I didn't know this was a
you
thing.
just bet on Polymarket.
I don't know, these red and green.
But I mean, if you got money in that, you got to really think hard about where you're investing.
Well, some of these probably seem easier to hit than fucking sports and shit.
There's lots of these. Who will be the next pope? US recession in 2025.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Next Prime Minister of Australia, obviously. Will Trump lower tariffs on China by something? There's heaps.
What's the odds on the recession one?
63% chance, yes.
It's going to happen, guys. I'm telling you right now. It might not be 2025, but by the end of 2026, we're going to have a situation like 2008 housing market.
Well, it has to, right? It's going to. It's going to pop.
So, bro, every week I've been putting $50 on the S&P, just buying $50 of shares on the S&P. And it's crazy. So out of the $200 I've put in so far, because I started 4 weeks ago, whenever the fuck it was, 3 weeks ago, I'm already up like $4.50 or some shit, because I'm just I'm absolutely because it's dumping and it goes up again. So my money goes up a little bit and then it goes down again. I just put more money in, and it just that's how quick the returns are, which is, again, it sounds like nothing, but like if you put like 20 grand in, but I've just been pumping the S&P 500. I'm telling you, man, I think we're overdue, because things are way too just overvalued and inflated right now.
Yeah. But no, I felt like it was just funny how no matter what it is, you can bet on it. You literally can bet on anything.
Did you see this new thing that's coming out, the sperm racing? I'm sure you can already bet on that. They had the first.
fuck?
It's like a full serious
The sperms have
sporting
little
event.
The sperms have little
The sperm
sweatbands.
race, right? It's actually kind of crazy, right? So they get these dudes. It's a big event.
And they
big
jack off in
crowds.
front of everyone.
No, but they get the sperm, and they have
Everyone's like, go.
they have a race course, and it's microscoped. So you see the microscope, and you have this dude in this tube, and this dude in this tube, and you see their sperms go through the course.
It's like if Ant-Man was a semen.
Literally, it's actually pretty cool if you see the footage. Like, it's crazy. Like, what?
Who's sitting at home watching sperm races?
And I've seen like the CEO of it talking about, like, I reckon there's potential here for this to be a serious. People are trying to take it serious.
Imagine this is a sport and you got some guy and your job is to come, and like that's a part
professional.
of it.
Yeah,
Like
they get sponsors. The little sperm has a little fucking bandana on it.
Like how can you be? And your highlight, you know, usually like in NRL, like it's like Cleary doing a grubber kick or whatever or something. It's like, if this is your highlight, you're just like, you're coming and you're having an orgasm and your face is just got, and they're slowing it down.
That is fucked.
Yeah, but they obviously don't show the production of the sperm. But
Every
is there
race-
footage there, Tori, you can find of the first sperm race?
I'll try to find footage, but just quickly, someone did win the race. He won a cash prize of $10,000, and the event was held to raise awareness about the decline in male fertility.
Okay, sign me up. If the 10 grand winning pool.
If you look at it, it's funny. It's to, you know, bring up a cause of like infertility, but if anything, I feel like it's showboating about your fertility. Like it's like the winner's like, ha!
Yeah, I seen the motherfuckers taking it serious, like the races and shit. They're like fucking saying they're doing this to fucking prepare their sperm and shit. And
Yeah, man. And there's actually a thing of lazy sperm, like lazy
Fuck, they're fighting over it?
Sorry, no.
Oh, I was going to say, what the?
I think,
fighting over the sperm.
hold on. This is like the
some fucking news article.
this is the Eric. This is the co-founder.
His cum was so fast.
He's the one that co-founded the event.
He loves cum.
I don't know if they've got a video.
There was a big
He
crowd. I
loves
seen
cum.
it. I seen
well,
the video.
that's the crowd.
Are they all watching him?
Yeah.
Like, I wonder how fast are they out the gate?
Oh no.
Maybe this is before the event took place. That's why there's no footage.
I'll tell you what's funny about that. Every time that you ejaculate to start the race, you'll already feel like a winner. Like, even if you lose.
Yeah. Like, everyone's happy.
Everyone's happy.
Oh, there it is.
Although one guy...
there it is. At the very beginning. It's very quick. There it is.
And is there only two
Yeah,
people?
see?
Is there only two people versing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one guy's going to orgasm and be happy afterwards, and then the other guy's going to also orgasm but be sad that he's lost. It's like...
Yeah, so that's kind of weird. I don't know if they're like just backstage behind a curtain or something.
Yeah.
Because you got to have it quick, right? So
That is fucking so weird, man.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But I bet you can bet on that.
I'm not
Like,
picturing the Rocky Balboa like...
can you actually make you can actually do things to make your sperm faster and shit though, can't you? Like you can
Yeah, just
actually-
being healthy. Like, just being healthy makes your sperm fucking more active and shit. Like, it's like, you know what
Does
I mean?
smoking weed slow down your sperm? Can
pretty-
you type that in?
No, actually, no. I think I've looked this up before. I think drugs
don't
do
know.
in general, but I think weed might not affect it. I don't know.
I feel like if you smoked enough, your sperm could also seem high.
Yeah, smoking weed can negatively impact your sperm health and reduce male fertility.
Yep.
Studies have shown that cannabis can lead to lower sperm counts, concentration, and motility.
They get lazy.
Regular cannabis use, which is more than once a week, can lead to a significant reduction in sperm count and concentration. One study found a 28% lower sperm concentration and a 29%
Joey.
lower sperm count in men who used cannabis.
Does it help if your partner swallows your load during a sexual intercourse? I think there's studies to say that. So for some reason, I heard something about swallowing helps.
You smoke more than once a week?
Yeah, I do. Oh well, no,
How often you smoke?
oh no, no, once a week. But
Give your honest answer.
honest answer.
Yeah.
Notice how there's a difference?
Yeah.
Honest answer would be no.
I would say that you definitely at a minimum smoke once a week without fail.
It's once a week, every week, and then there's some times where I kind of cheat and I overindulge, and then it might be two. But it's rarely ever now to like more than twice a week.
That's not bad at all, man.
No, but it's like it's.
Well, I
still-
mean, according to this, is more than once.
Well, for your sperm, maybe.
That's what I mean. But at the end of the day, I just feel like the more you.
I've got a tricky one for you, all right?
What?
Say in the future, down the road, you and Tori finally decide you want to have kids. You can't get her pregnant. You go to the doctor and the doctor tells you, dude, you need to quit the weed. Can you do it easily? Or are you like, oh...
No, I can do it easily as long as it's not within my possession. But as soon as I make the choice to buy some, right, which isn't much at a time, if it's around me, I'm like,
So it's like a vape. If it's there, you're doing it.
yeah, you know what I mean, and not really now anymore because Tori doesn't smoke, so it's kind of like jarring to be around your partner when I'm like. Just like this, and she's just not on that level. So it's like we can still coexist, of course, but at the end of the day, if I'm smoking most nights, it doesn't leave much time for connection and stuff. So that's kind of like where it's it's hard to connect with someone when they're on your level. You know what
How's
I mean?
the no vape thing going?
Oh, good. Yeah, I had a vape when I was on Anzac Day. My mate had a vape, and I was sucking
You
that
had one
down.
of Mum's the
and
other day.
I scabbed one of her mum's puff the other day.
What about you, though?
I haven't had any.
She hasn't touched
nice.
once. Yeah.
I think we're going up to 8 weeks on Monday.
Yeah. But
Jeez,
her,
time flies.
her
eh?
sobriety is mine, so I classify as 8 weeks, even though I've had.
So, Europe, though, do you break it for a cigarette, surely?
I think I'll do a ciggy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go trying to hunt for
A
a
vape.
vape.
Yeah, that's
but
gay.
I'll definitely.
have a
I've been
cigarette.
thinking about ciggies since I quit, and I haven't had one.
Thinking about
But when in like Rome, Italy, I'm gonna have a ciggy for sure.
I want to be at a cafe, smoking a
Malta.
ciggy. like-
Throwing a fucking €1 in the fountain. I want
Yeah.
a cigarette. Like
I had one news point, guys, just on sperm. Since you're talking about that, did you guys
Favorite
see,
topic.
Did you guys see the new male contraceptive that is in like really good stages at the moment and is looking to be 100% effective?
Wow.
For male contraceptive.
No.
I didn't hear about this.
It says there for 2 years? How do
Yeah.
they do that?
So, a non-hormonal male contraceptive that prevents sperm from leaving the body remains effective for at least 2 years, groundbreaking research suggests. The implantable contraceptive known as ADAM is a gel that is injected underneath the scrotum.
Wow.
The Virginia-based company behind the product says the approach offers a convenient alternative to existing methods such as condoms and vasectomies. The hydrogel is designed to break down in the body after a set period of time, which then restores the fertility. There was a study of 25 men who showed that the gel successfully blocked the released sperm for 2 years.
Wow.
That is crazy.
So they inject it in
So
your gooch?
do you still come, or is it just you shoot blanks? You
No,
still
you
come.
still come.
Yeah,
You-
it's like-
just the sperm's
Okay.
the sperm is
not active.
Like a vasectomy, except
Correct.
less permanent.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was very interesting because until now we've had nothing for men. It's always female, and we were talking about this the other time on the pod.
Yeah, we touched on this a couple weeks ago. I'm pretty sure that's crazy. So they've actually moved along in the studies.
Yeah. I think probably still a little bit
A
of
ways
a
off.
while away. A major hurdle to male contraceptives, experts say, is that they would need to interrupt the production of millions of sperm made every day. Yeah, okay, so it's just that volume. Yeah,
Volume.
but well, I
The
don't know.
volume of his cum.
I don't know. I just thought that was
So
really
much
interesting.
cum, yeah.
Yeah, that is
No, that is
Yeah.
It's crazy that the tech these days, man, is fucking scary, man. We're moving at a rapid pace. Like DZ's been saying for the past year or so, it's happening quick.
It's crazy it's taken this long for that male contraceptive thing.
Yeah, agreed.
Del, did you guys see the big one that's been all over my socials? India and Pakistan
Oh, yeah.
are beefing hard.
Yeah, they always are.
Real hard. Nah, this is bad.
I know.
This is bad.
Whose Poppadom got stolen?
Yeah, so apparently India's cut off cut off their main water supply and shit, which is like a treaty that they signed that hasn't been broken in like however many years. And India's gone, nah, fucking wherever you cunts, blocked off their water supply. And apparently India doing that actually stops the water supply going into majority of the country and shit. So everyone's freaking out. Apparently Pakistani troops and Indian troops have had their first firefight across the border. I don't know if anyone died during that, but I think that was a couple nights ago. They had their first, they engaged in battle. So technically, war has been engaged. You don't know if they continue it though, because they were shooting at each other.
Crazy thing is that they both got nukes, these countries.
Yeah.
They
and
both got nukes.
I didn't know this.
And it's in the form of Vindaloo curry, because that shit will knock your fucking socks off.
No. Apparently, India has like 172 nukes, and
Yeah.
Pakistan has 170. So there's they can devastate each other, which is weird because out of all the countries, I wouldn't expect them to be.
But
Yeah.
the president of India, remember I was talking about that podcast he was on, that was very good. He spoke about that a little bit, the
Very
history of the India-Pakistan thing. Like it goes back years and years. Like it's been a long time. Like I think it goes back to World War II or even before World War II.
But you're all probably wondering how this all started and why. So apparently, not apparently, there was I think 26 people in India were murdered.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
That's what I
terrorist
had.
attack.
Yeah, I had that article up.
So it was a terrorist attack, and then India, apparently a Pakistani group, I think, took what's it called when they
Hostage?
No. They took they owned that they did it. Like they come out.
Accountability.
Yeah, they literally took accountability for it, and then India just went, nah, fuck you, and then cut off the water, sent troops to the border, they engaged in a firefight. But yeah, apparently they killed 26 tourists. Now, I don't know if that means they killed 26 Indian tourists that were somewhere, or if that meant tourists
Anywhere from anywhere.
yeah,
in the world.
from anywhere.
Probably.
So it might have been a bit of both.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is crazy. Again, out of all the countries I'd expect not to do that, is definitely them.
But why cut off all of Pakistan's water for one person's actions? It's not like Pakistan as a whole acted.
That's what I
Yeah,
want to
no,
know.
well-
But is it like a militia, like a guerrilla group? Because it's not the Pakistan government, I'm sure, that take credit for it, right? It wouldn't have been the Pakistani government.
No. It was a militia group. I just don't
Yeah,
know.
well, so
I
that's-
don't have the names and
So that's
that.
kind of weird for India to blame the whole country for the actions of the extremists. You know what I'm saying?
Police have named 3 of the 4 militants that they suspect carried out the attack on visitors near the picturesque tourist town. There's been no official confirmation yet on who carried out the atrocity, but some media reports say an offshoot of Pakistan-based militant group Lashkar-e-Taiba.
Close.
How do you say it?
I don't know, but that
Exactly.
definitely wasn't it. Yeah.
May have claimed responsibility. So there's no definitive response at the moment.
Well, as of yesterday, Pakistan deploys tanks to India's border as the tensions continue to grow. Again, man,
Well,
a lot of Cold War stuff trying to scare each other, which I don't know. It just takes one person to push a button. And when that nuke releases, bro, this the end of life as we know it. Or hell, bro, because all the neighboring countries freak out, start firing their nukes, etc., and they're just, crazy.
And that's
crazy.
why I think it won't happen. Because
And especially-
these countries know that, man.
Yeah.
If you launch a nuke, you are choosing to end
You're
civilization.
dealing with America, Russia, China. Like,
It's
these
the
are
end of the world.
And these countries, right? I know India is the biggest country in the world, but like India or Pakistan, right? When they fight, it's kind of like everyone else in the world knows about it, and the other bigger countries are like, okay, that's happening.
Yeah.
But they're kind of aware of it. But really, if it came to it, they'd stomp it out. If they, I feel like if they really caught wind that they were actually going to do something, they're kind of letting him fight it out, and it's unfortunate because, like we said, one person or a malicious, actions have impacted the whole country, which is pretty crazy. But man, we're just so lucky to be in the country we're in, and I keep coming back to it. But everywhere else in the world is just crazy shit happening.
You got to count your blessings. But in that podcast I was referring to, the Indian president does say, Prime Minister, he says, like, this is coming from him, obviously, so he's biased, but he's saying, like, they've tried to reach out to Pakistan. They've done these things to say, like, to try make amends and to try push relations in a good direction. And Pakistan have basically always been like, nah, fuck you. Like, fuck these guys. That's obviously coming from the Prime Minister of India, but he did mention these treaties and things and actions they have taken to try.
I wonder
push
why
relations
it's like that. Like, what's the original story? Like, why the Pakis?
it was divided into Muslim and Buddhist
okay.
sections.
It's the same like Israel and
it's just
Palestine.
religion.
The same
It's religion.
shit, bro.
Religion,
It's the
yeah.
same shit. One country thinks it's theirs, the other country thinks it's not theirs, and then they fucking
So
fight.
it's just
It's just fucking.
they chop up this land with
Yeah.
borders, and
It's
they
ridiculous.
chop it up by there's mostly Muslims over here, there's mostly Buddhists over here, so let's just put a line here
And they fight.
and then eventually, inevitably, they fight over whatever.
That's it. It's insanity, bro. Absolutely insanity.
Did you see?
I mean, all wars insanity, right? We heard this song. We bought a vinyl player when we went away the other week, and one of the songs was like, "Whoa, huh, good
what
God!"
is
It's like,
what
"What
is
is it good for? Absolutely no." And I didn't realize because I watched it on Rush Hour. I seen that it's the first time. Now that I've heard it as a proper adult, it's like it was an anti-war movement,
Anti-war, yeah.
but it's like it's such a banger. I think Tori was saying to me, it's such a banger. People probably let the message fly over their head.
Of
Like,
course,
what
yeah.
is it good?
Yeah.
And then next minute, it's like,
Bro, they'd be listening to that
Absolute.
on the battlefield in
Yeah,
the
on the
tanks.
battle-
They got that blaring.
Yeah.
But-
He goes, what is it? It's like, the only friend is the Undertaker.
Yeah.
It's like-
Did you see the third Neuralink patient was a dude with ALS, and he's got this Elon Musk Neuralink, and it's allowed him to speak again with his own voice.
What?
So he's completely paralyzed except his eyes and his mouth.
Does his dick
He
work?
uses the Neuralink to control the mouse on his computer to type words, and then they use AI to make a clone of his voice. So he's typing words with his brain, and it's talking in his actual voice, which is crazy.
And is he moving his mouth and it's coming out as he's projecting it from his mouth? Or
I don't think he's moving his mouth. I think it's like a Stephen Hawking type thing, but he's talking in his voice.
Is he is it quadriplegic or paraplegic when it's the whole thing?
He's
Is
completely paralyzed.
You've got to be able to do that shit to your dick or something if it doesn't work, surely.
It says that he's also shown progress in using the device, like playing video games and chess. How interesting is that?
He said it doesn't read his thoughts; it only reads how he wants to move. Basically, there's people with this Neuralink thing. That's the thing people keep saying. Can it read your thoughts? Like it
Well,
read
can
your
it? But
mind,
it can't tell. It can because it knows what you want to do, but it can't retell.
It knows how
relay
you want to move. It doesn't pick up his deepest thoughts and what he's thinking, but
Yeah.
it knows where he wants.
Peter is
to move.
incredibly horny right now.
Yeah, that's the concern people have.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently it just picks up where he wants to move.
Wow, that's interesting. He's quite young too, 30 years old.
Yeah.
But I'm not joking about that whole dick thing. Surely, if it's the it helps you with speech, surely eventually it'll get you moving, like not moving, but like surely it can get you to do little small movements, like eventually. Imagine.
I'm sure he probably doesn't care about his dick.
There is
No, but eventually, as a man, you always do, right? At what
Not
point
if you're a quadriplegic.
there
don't you
is
still
other
have
tech
horny? Don't you get horny as a quadriplegic?
that
Is that him?
stuff
Yeah.
like robotic arms and shit
That's-
that probably
yeah,
do
that's
that.
him.
He's
'cause-
talking there.
Sorry, you don't.
You can talk.
No, that's the first guy.
Sorry.
That's the first
Oh,
guy.
I was gonna
Recipient
say.
of first Neuralink brain
Yeah.
chip.
Oh,
This is the third guy we're talking about.
Oh, apologies,
third
apologies,
guy.
apologies.
yeah. How much does that? What? Let me guess. They charge you fucking 500,000 for the chip to put it in your brain.
Well, these guys are still test dummies, so
Yeah.
I'm sure they probably.
Is it strange that I'm still caught up on the fact that Tori doesn't think you can get horny as a
Yeah, that's the
quadriplegic?
guy.
Hold on.
That's the guy.
Yeah. One sec.
He looks like the first guy.
No, he doesn't.
Fucking Damon
from House of
Targaryen.
Dragon. What the fuck?
It's an ad.
They love ads. Never makes you want to buy the thing they advertise.
Yeah.
Either.
No.
I hate when it does that.
Watch Damon fuck his niece.
What is happening here?
Wait, isn't
He's
the guy?
talking.
No, that's the wrong guy again, Tori.
Yeah, that's
Type
the
third-
first guy.
type-
Yeah, that's what I said. That
Yeah,
looks
no,
like
you're
the
right.
first
I'm
guy.
blind as a bat, so I thought it was that guy on the left.
But the article literally says this is misleading because the article literally
Third
says third
yeah,
Neuralink
but
brain.
the video is probably showing the first guy, but the whole story
don't
is
think
probably
they
about
have-
the third guy.
Oh, hold on. Okay. Hold on. This is a third. This is the guy. It looks more believable.
Yes. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
him.
that's
It
the
looks
guy.
like he's keeping a secret from us.
That's
So
the
cool.
guy.
Looks like he's keeping a secret.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Sorry, I'm
This-
going to hell, bro.
Yeah, he's got ALS,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
whatever that is.
Okay. So we're comfortable with what he looks like now. Okay.
That's crazy. It's kind of sad how some people are just given that straw in life.
Yeah. So I was literally working at Prince of Wales Hospital the other day, and I walked out of the lift, and some dad with his daughter, like the daughter was like had like what's happened when they walk a bit funny,
Cerebral palsy? Cerebral
yeah,
palsy,
like just like
maybe,
this,
yeah.
and I'm like, man, we forget how lucky we are to just be, you know, what I mean, you bitch about like traffic or this and that, and you're like, this is because whatever's happening to you that's bad, you're like, I just want to flip a switch. This is horrible, and then you're like, oh wait, I can fucking, you know, travel, do this, and you go through life with like no disabilities. And
I was listening to just today the Joe Rogan, the latest one with Jeremy Renner, and this is a dude who played Hawkeye in the Marvel movies. Right?
He's a good actor,
You know
man.
what happened to him?
is that the guy Hawkeye with the
Yeah, he got in 2023, I think, or 2022. He got run over by a snowcat. Now, Tori, type in what a snowcat is.
Is that the big machine, the truck things
This
in the snow?
motherfucker got completely run over by one of these, right? Broke all the bones in his body. His eyeball popped out and everything. And he's
When was this?
completely
When was
fine.
this?
This was like in 2023 or something. But he went on the podcast. It's Joe Rogan's newest one.
Yeah.
And he's such a cool dude, and he's got such love and like such good energy. He's so positive, and it's just like, I don't know, man. It made me like, we are so lucky and so blessed, and he's got that attitude, and he's like, just such a cool guy. I was like, fucking hell, this cunt's mad.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a
bro.
mad actor. He's a mad actor.
Yeah, I didn't even really know much about him, but I love him now. Like after listening to that, it's fucking very.
How do you get run over by a
inspirational.
fucking snowcat?
Well,
What was he doing?
Did you see it coming?
they were on
It's
a
pretty funny.
holiday and they were trying to get the ice off his driveway or whatever. They were on a family holiday or something, and he didn't really explain it to her why it was left on, but it was like rolling towards his nephew or something. So he tried to jump on the tread to try turn it off. And
try
as
to
he
play
jumped on
Hawkeye.
the tread, it kind of like sucked him under. He got completely crushed by it.
He tried to
died.
actually save someone.
He actually died and was in a coma and stuff.
Oh,
And he
bullshit.
brought
He
back-
actually
yeah.
died.
That's Avengers in reality.
And he looks
Avengers
completely
version.
normal. He looks completely normal. If you just see him now, you would never think anything happened.
He's a hot cunt as well.
Crazy.
So on January 1st to 2023,
Happy New Year.
he was hospitalized after suffering blunt chest trauma and 38 broken bones. He saved his nephew from being run over by his snowplow, but he was hit himself by a snowcat
He's literally a hero.
weighing 6,500 kilos. He was then flown by helicopter to a regional medical center.
It's suitable, right? Because if you're Hawkeye, right, and you don't save someone in that scenario, I know it's just a movie, but like
6,000
You know,
kilos.
you kind of have to.
That's what he says. He says like now he does this charity thing. They do a lot of charity thing for foster kids, and he was so passionate about it. It was like his favorite thing to talk about. He genuinely loves it, right? And he was saying that he's like these kids because he's a Marvel superhero. Like they have that connection. Like they think he's like they look up to him. You know what I mean? And
That would be pretty
just a cool guy, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he was saying that he's like, there's no bad days anymore. He's like, nothing's a bad day. Like it's just.
Yeah.
Just so
A
blessed.
problem that you got to get through at that time.
And it
that's
sucks that for most people, we have to go through some horrific event to get like that, man.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
like we listen to these stories, we listen to these people, and we still forget it.
Yeah.
We forget it. And
Yeah.
every day we're complaining about traffic and
Yeah.
bitching and moaning. We have to try retain that, you know?
Most of the time, what we bitch about day to day, right, is just bullshit, eh?
Just bullshit, man.
It's literally nothing.
It's what you're feeling at that time. It gets the better of you sometimes. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
yeah. What did he act in? Which I fucking
The Hurt
love
Locker?
that. The Hurt Locker. Yep.
Game night. That one. No, the guy Tag. He was in that movie Tag where they
He
played
looks
that.
great, by the way.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah.
crazy.
Calm down,
like
calm
you
down,
wouldn't
Tori.
think anything happened.
He looks great.
Wow, look at him.
It's no Charlie Hunnam, but he'll do.
Yeah.
Fuck. What?
Nah, he is in really
Do
good
you want me
shape.
to rattle off some?
Can you please give me some movies he's in,
What was he
please?
in?
Mayor of Kingstown, a Hawkeye, Wind River, The Avengers, The Town.
That's the one.
The town.
Oh, the town. Ben
Yeah.
Affleck's
Yes,
brother. And then Ben Affleck goes, no, he said
Yeah.
to Ben Affleck, hey, we got to do something.
Yeah.
People are going to get hurt. Are you in?
I mean, yeah.
And he's like, that's how down you got to be?
Yes. Love that movie.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I haven't
you-
seen it.
Did you guys
Pretty
see
good.
Ben Affleck on
Theo Von.
Theo Von?
No.
We started. I haven't finished it, but we started watching it, and at the very beginning, Theo pretty much just says like, "Why do you look miserable in it?" Because you know how there's that like ongoing thing of Ben Affleck that whenever he's photographed, he always
And he
looks
was fat.
miserable.
You know that photo? He's fat. He's having a smoke.
No,
he's
that's
doing this.
just one example. That's one example, but notoriously he's known for always looking miserable. And then Theo was just like, so like, what's the go with that? You know how like he doesn't have any, he doesn't have a filter. And then Ben Affleck was just pretty much saying like, well, think about it like this: if you had people running around after you with your kids, with everything, just like, hey Ben, take a photo, smile, blah blah blah. He's like, you'd be fucking miserable too as well, right? And then I was like, I don't know why that was so revolutionary for me, because I was like, celebrities are just like us. Like they don't want to be photographed at their most depressive moment.
Or even
when
a normal time in life. They
even
could
a
be-
normal time, you're just walking down the shop and you got like cameras everywhere. And I
At the
was
start,
like,
it'd be fun, but how long has he been in the spotlight now?
Yeah, true.
But yeah, that was that weird moment where we did think like, I didn't think of that at all. When I seen photos of that, or when he's at the red carpet
He's
and everyone
famous as.
seems to be having a good time, and he's just like, he even said, he goes, I don't really enjoy going out in big groups of crowds, and like I don't like the live events. He just goes like obligation, and I'm like, man, we just believe what the media spins. We just buy into it. Not all the time, but certain times I'm guilty of doing that, and certain times I'm not. But I'm just surprised with that. I just took it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah. I've been saying this for the past fucking 3 years on this fucking show. Don't fucking believe anything you see online, bro. It's all bullshit. It's all cap, man.
Yeah.
Tori, we're going to need you for this one. Apparently, breaking news, huge power outages across Europe. I've got no idea what happened, but apparently they're now trying to say that it's like got to do with some astrology phenomenon or some shit. Something crazy is making all this shit.
A solar flare, maybe?
Yeah, something crazy. And apparently it's across multiple countries in Europe as well.
Spain, Portugal, and France, which grounded planes, halted public transport, and it forced hospitals to suspend routine operations.
Wow.
They had to go into an emergency cabinet meeting. I'm just scrolling to read. The cause is unclear, with Portugal suggesting the issue originated in Spain and Spain pointing to France.
Oh my God.
Portuguese Prime Minister said there was no indication of a cyber attack, which, had caused a blackout. Rumours circulated of possible sabotage, so on and so forth. I don't think technicians are working to figure out why. I don't think
Some
They don't even
computer
know.
nerd was beaten off to 4D porn or some shit, just draining
using all the
system.
power.
Yeah. Too much slobber
You got a
cream.
hologram?
Yeah. He's
power
breaking the firewall.
power has been restored. About 61% of electricity has been restored. That was as of
Interesting.
late Monday.
That's how fragile this world is. Like anything at any moment can just randomly happen, and we don't know. We're so
Yeah, we don't know
comfortable.
why.
Like, it's crazy.
Is our generation cooked? Mm-hmm. We've just received the financial data from Coachella. A staggering 60% of tickets were bought using finance. Years ago, it was only the big
Wow.
ticket items like TVs, cars that you'd finance, right?
What do you mean finance?
As in, do you know how you get a car and you
get a loan?
It's like a loan,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So
you can do that for festival tickets?
yeah, yeah. So 60% of those tickets for Coachella was that, right? But now, DoorDash now, I think this is only in America. I think DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Shein, Target, and even Chili's, right? This is obviously in the US. They've all, have buy now, pay later kind of scheme set up. By 2023, right, more than half of Gen Z in the US have used buy now, pay later services. Just a year later in 2024, the US spent more money with buy now, pay later than the top 4 countries in the world combined, right? And then by 2027, it's projected that $450 billion will be spent this way globally. And all that $450 billion is technically debt, right? No matter how you want to package it, debt is debt, right?
Yeah.
And now only 26% of Gen Z believe they will own a home by the age of 35, which is like really low, right? I just thought, is this whole buy now, pay later scheme, is this like a trick to get people to spend more money and keep them kind of like trapped and paying back shit? Or is it do you feel like it's a genuinely positive tool that can be used to counteract the cost of living crisis that we're currently in?
You know what I think? I think if it was around 20 years ago, they would have used it back then too. Because it's just more, it makes it easier to manage your stuff. It's easier, even if you're getting a festival ticket, which is like $120, whatever, right? It might be easier to just pay it fucking however much over 4 weeks instead of paying out 120. So it's not necessarily that you can't afford it. It just makes it easier because this is not as important. I'll pay this off in fucking $60 chunks.
You times that with like your undies purchases and this and that Chili's.
But the individual person probably isn't after paying everything. They have to pay 1 or 2 things at a time, right?
Okay.
So then when you look at it at a big scale, it's just a lot of people doing it at once, which is true because it's readily available. It's more accessible. But I love afterpaying shit, but I don't do it very often. But it'd be like the fun shit. You know what I mean? Like that fun shit, like you're saying fishing rods and shit.
Yeah, fishing rods. I always afterpay fishing rods.
Yeah, like you afterpay, and it's not that you can't afford it. You could probably fork out $300, $200 for a fishing rod, but it's just easier. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know if it's a bad thing.
Depends
or
on
not.
how you use it though, right? Because you can have some guy that's just like
Overboard. Yeah.
overboard with everything.
No, but I feel like especially in the US, they'd be pretty bad with their debt, and I feel like there'd be a lot of overboard.
Yeah, probably.
Like
yeah.
afterpay, whatever their max is, bro, and these motherfuckers are going out and buying like fucking little $2,000 cars and shit to try and get to work, and then all of a sudden they don't even have $2,000 savings to pay the fucking shit off, and then that's how the snowball effect fucking naturally happens.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. The US it's very hard to judge, especially stuff with the US because they're so different to us with their views and everything. But I feel like in the US, especially with their food and the Chili's and the fucking this and that, there'd be a lot of
Chili's.
There'd be a lot of overboard with, especially with the food. I reckon.
Imagine
you're probably
taking your
right.
missus to Chili's and you're like, I'll just have to pay this.
You're after paying a $20-something meal. That's crazy.
You know what you always hear about in the US is like credit cards. Credit cards are like a big thing over there, but over here, like it's not as common for people to just have credit cards and maxing out a credit card and shit. But like you always hear about it in movies and shows and shit over there. So yeah, I guess you're right. They're probably less financially fucking literate over there. I think they're just more reckless.
I'm telling you, man. Recession is coming. Big dumps are coming. It's that shit, especially in the US. It can't be sustained for much longer. A couple years at most, man. And
Who
then,
you guys think Prime Minister? I'm fucking voting Labour. Peter, I thought I'm more right leaning for most things, but this guy is an idiot. Peter Dutton's a fucking idiot.
I didn't even. When's it?
Yeah, I don't like Peter
I
Dutton,
was liberal for a while, but until a couple months ago, I was like, this
What the
guy.
fuck? What's liberal and what's
Liberals Peter Dutton, Labour's who's in now Albanese. We vote on
no?
Saturday.
Peter Dutton's an idiot.
Yeah,
no,
he's a spastic.
he's an idiot.
He's
Yeah.
the guy. He's the guy. I saw a TikTok. Apparently, they asked him on the radio. They said, "So, what do you think currently the price of eggs is?"
Yeah,
and
he
Peter
said
Dutton
$4.
goes, "Oh, it should only be like $4." And everyone just started laughing. And Albo was like, "I think you're looking more like 7." And then they're like, "Yes,
Yeah,
they're
$8.
8." And everyone in the comments is like, "This Peter Dutton guy is that out of touch." And I don't even know who he is, but that comment alone, I was like, "This guy's a buffoon."
He looks like the
You know how
sketch of a
expensive
South
shit
Park
is?
character. He looks like
I'm not voting for shit, man. You can suck my nuts, bruv.
Yeah, but we vote on Saturday if you're in Australia.
I will,
Remember to vote. Hey, you guys do
Oh, you
postal
need
or
to
what?
do a.
we'll be voting tomorrow. And I will not be voting for Peter Dutton. Come
Nah,
on, guys, you know me.
I think like in Australia, it's not that bad. We're lucky; it's not so intense. But Labor's probably the best option.
Can I also genuinely say, if you're not sure who to vote for, do the online tool and it will tell you the policies, and not like it's not biased or anything. It's on the ABC thing. It's the polling quiz sort of thing. And it will tell you what based on the questions you answer, what your beliefs align with. I did it last night. I knew who mine were, but it has like 30 questions on the policies, what cost of living, military, working, everything. And then based on what you answer, it will tell you your views align most with these parties. And
No, that's pretty cool.
So
it was
wait,
very interesting.
Albo is trying to stay in.
Yes.
He's in now. Yeah.
So, but with Australia, can Australian prime ministers go for as long as they want?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not like America. Yeah, Albo, he hasn't been that bad, has he? Shit's expensive, but that's always.
But yeah.
You never notice what I never noticed what one person does.
That's
in
what I'm saying,
Parliament.
bro.
Well, it's-
There's going to be some guy listening to this going, nah, fuck Albo, he's made this. It's like, bro, no,
Has he?
you still go to work, you still do
I
this.
think they all
shut
do.
up.
They all do fuck all.
They all- yeah.
The thing with Australia is the Prime Minister has a lot less power than a president would have. It's very party. It doesn't make as much of a
Little
difference
brother.
here.
It's little brother vibes.
I think keep as is with Albo so far. Maybe that one thing that this idiot said with the egg pricing threw me off hard.
He's an idiot.
There's also another really interesting website which I just found, but I knew it before. It tells you, but if you're ever going into an election, right? So I went into this election, I was like, I don't know anything about Peter Dutton and what he stands for. So you can go to theyvoteforyou.org.au, and if you put in a parliament member's name, which you can, it's Peter Dutton,
Peter Button.
Benjamin's brother.
and you scroll down, it will tell you how the things that they consistently voted for in the past and the things they consistently voted against in the
pretty cool
past.
too.
Okay.
Which is very, very interesting because it shows you their history,
intentions.
their intentions. They can say one thing now in going into this election, but if you look at the last 10 years of his thing, he's voted against affordable renting and
Medicare.
So this guy's an idiot. We don't want this guy at all. This guy's
But
a peanut.
people do want him. That is a
How?
scary thing. So
'Cause they're
Iggy,
not as
vote. Make sure
educated.
you vote.
I'm staying with Albo then.
I think Labor's going to win the landslide. It was Liberal for a long time, and same with Canada.
Is
Canada
Labor
just-
Albanese?
Yeah.
Labor's
Yeah,
Albanese.
Labor's Albo.
It was going to be Liberal for a long time. Liberal was polling way ahead, but then in the recent weeks it's flipped, and I flipped too. And it's like Canada. Canada, the Conservative Party was winning, polling ahead
then
for
flipped.
ages, and then because Trump was fucking bullying Canada, they all apparently
Flipped.
rallied behind the current government, and now the current government won. They stayed with fucking Mark Carney, who was Justin Trudeau's predecessor. I mean,
Just
successor.
do your
Crazy.
research, guys. With any election or anything like that, just do your research in what you believe in, because it really could make a difference. Like it really could impact us. We think it doesn't, but
Albo, I stayed. Keep as is.
Yeah.
That egg comment really pissed me off. I don't know why. It pissed me off, bro.
That's
because-
how much we know about politics.
Yeah.
Of all the things we're
No,
like,
because I go to the fucking. We all do our groceries,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I was with Chloe the other week, last week, and we were looking at everything. I'm like, okay, yes, it's been expensive for a couple of years, right? So you kind of just adjust, right? But we looked at the eggs, and I went, what the
Yeah.
fuck? I'm like, I'm not paying $8, whatever the fuck it is for these eggs. And then 2 nights later, this idiot goes, yeah, they're about $4. I was like,
yeah.
who is this fucking idiot?
Is that one of the eggs was Dutton's face?
Yeah,
Just like,
I haven't had a carton of eggs in a month in this fucking household, bro. This fucking idiot saying they're $4 cunt. Are you fucking with me or what, bro?
Iggy's had to start hatching his own eggs out
Yeah,
here.
I'm fucking shitting eggs in the yard, bro. Trying to fucking crazy.
In Hungary, the government are cutting taxes for women with children, right? Mothers with 1 child will be tax-free until the age of 30. Mothers of 2 kids, that'll be tax-free by January next year. Mothers of 3 will be tax-free by October this year. And mothers of 4 have been tax-free since 2020. It's all part of Hungary's population first agenda, right?
I like it.
They're trying to make parenting more affordable. They're capping housing loan interest rates at just 5%. They're introducing free education, monthly cash benefits for families, caps on surging food prices, housing subsidies, and introducing baby expecting loans. I don't know what the baby expecting loans are.
Probably like the baby bonus we had here.
Yeah, or something like that. But they're just trying to make it because we have lately people are having kids less, right? I, for one, am for this.
Wait, so is that single mothers or just all mothers?
Can you check that, Bob? I don't know if that was...
Yeah, I think it was single mothers, right?
I like that, but why?
There's going to be a lot of people pretending they're not together. Like that's just
well, that's the one. That's the biggest problem.
That's the thing.
Yes.
This opens the door for what people already do, which is take advantage of the government, which is getting the dole, which is kind of shit now anyway.
Yeah.
If that's your scam, get a better scam because the dole isn't much, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying there's always people who try to cheat the system. It does allow for this, but also the majority of people you'd think do actually want a family and do want to make it more affordable. So I'm all for this. Personally, but I mean,
see, when you read it out, that sounds awesome. Why doesn't all government parties do this kind of shit? So there's got to, I don't know, there's got to be some type of catch.
Yeah.
Can you
have
find
to
anything?
sever
Tori?
one of your fallopian
Yeah, there's got to be. That sounds.
Yeah.
Everything that Joey said.
He's always right. Say that again for the people at the back.
It doesn't say anything about whether it's a single mum. It just said for mothers with like 3 children or mothers to 2 children.
I thought it was whatever mother because at the end of the day, like, you know.
Well, I'm for it.
It's Hungary's tax exemption isn't just about economics. It's about acknowledging the value of motherhood. Say it louder, guys.
The value of motherhood.
It's about recognizing that raising children is work and that work contributes to the nation's future. By easing the tax burden, Hungary is offering mums what so many say that they need most, which is breathing room. And it
would make the whole experience a better journey for the mother. Like, you know what I mean? Because most of the time the guys go out there and actually can work. So, I mean, the least they can do is tax women less. Which I've always thought for women in New Zealand, they've dropped the tax for tampons and shit, haven't they? And all that. They did that a little while ago, but shit like that I'm all for as well. Like imagine if we had to bleed once a month out of our dick holes just because. And we're just
what do you mean?
What
do you mean drop the tax on?
Like they don't pay tax on tampons.
No, because when you buy something, you don't pay tax on it.
Wait.
You get taxed on your wage.
Is it free? Is it free?
The tampon tax. So the tampon tax refers to the sales tax or goods and services tax, so GST, that's levied on feminine hygiene products like tampons, pads, and menstrual cups. So what we're saying is that you know how everything that you buy has GST included.
Yeah,
it's just not GST on it.
Yeah, it's cheaper because there's no GST included.
They're not free. They're not free. It's like 10%. I think it's 10%.
Our
GST.
wage is taxed and the products are taxed.
Okay, now, Sorry. So they're just taking off the GST.
Cheaper.
So instead of tampons being $10, they're only fucking $5.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Which I agree with.
Yeah.
I agree with. I don't think that they should be GST on necessity products like that.
Why is there? Like, it's this simple shit to make life easy for everyone, and they just don't do it. They just don't do it. It's like,
you bitches have to bleed once a month. Here's fucking $10 for tampons.
I'm telling you, man, you guys are lucky I don't fucking run for politics, bro. You cunts would all be fired. Be deporting all of yous. Every single one of yous, mate. He's all gone. Everything will be free. Fucking electricity free. Free water. Free everything. They probably have no money in the country because everything's free, but that's fine. You know what I'm saying?
There'd definitely be some fucking... some chaos in the world if you were around the country.
There'll just be statues of me everywhere, but... Well, fuck, that's it for me.
Yeah, that's it for me, man.
I got one more. For the first time ever since it was discovered about over 100 years ago, we have the first video footage of a colossal squid swimming around in its natural habitat. Can you pull it up, please?
Colossals got bigger than
They
a giant?
can grow up to 15 meters, right?
Yeah, I saw this, I think.
But it doesn't look big in this.
It's a small one, right?
Is it a small one?
I think it's a baby, a juvenile.
That's mad quality too.
I just thought it was because the ocean looks big, but maybe it's not. It said colossal squid though,
Yeah,
or
but
maybe it's a baby.
I think it's a young one.
Oh, a young colossal squid. Okay, so they should come up with another fucking name for it then.
No, but it's still a colossal squid. That's
Okay.
a species. It's just a baby
It's a
one.
mini colossal. It's a kind of colossal squid.
It's almost colossal.
Yeah.
Because when they're fully grown, they're fucking huge.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that shit is like
the colossal.
that is
Say
crazy.
Bang Genghis Khan. What did you say?
Gangbangers Khan. They love that one. Fuck yeah.
Gang bangers.
That can be the episode name, Gangbangers Khan. Please. But yeah, I don't know, man. Seeing that kind of shit makes me like, got the heebie-jeebies, but also I love that things like that exist. Like they're so cool.
Yeah, it does say they're juvenile colossal squid, so that is a little baby.
Okay.
So almost juvenile colossal squid.
I mean, fuck, what else is down there?
Only 3%'s been discovered, and I hope it stays like that. I'm telling you, one day, one of these motherfuckers are going to crawl out onto the fucking sand and go fucking fuck us all in the ass.
Making TikToks and shit.
Yep. A colossal squid.
A kind of colossal squid.
Well, I guess that's it, huh?
That's it. That's us done
For
for this
11 weeks. There are some fillers, so you are going to hear from the God's voice again. But
I'm doing free ASMR as well every
Yeah.
now and then during the trip. So
guys, be sure to check out the sponsors. I'm going to have all the links below. All right, we've got another sponsor that's joined the team. Fucking good fucking stuff. Very exciting. But Tori, is there anything you want to tell the fans before you leave for 11 weeks?
So glad to not be back here for 11 weeks.
Nice holiday.
Yeah,
Nice
I'm
break.
just so fucking excited for this holiday. I'm so excited.
Can you please send me a Snapchat when you have that first cigarette? I want to see it.
absolutely.
I want to see the...
Oh god, I'm probably gonna like cough up a lung because I haven't had anything in like
Or you
3
just
months.
turn to stone. Joe's going to carry you around.
So excited.
Fun the God, what do you want to tell the fans, man? They're not going to hear you for 11 weeks in the flesh, bro.
I don't want anyone when you're listening each week. Okay, actually, no, I do want you to cry. You can cry a little bit from my absence, right? But just know that I'll be back wiser, better than ever.
With a lost passport.
With a lost passport and my relationship may be on the line. Yeah. All right. So until then, guys, stay beautiful, stay blessed. And man, I'm going to be having the best time overseas. Thank you, guys. Thanks for listening. Let's go.